Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 with a demo derby on the start line. I mean, that's just about usual by now. We have got some more racing, some ghostly racing. Yeah, it's accidentally nighttime. That was not intended, but it is what we have got going on for this one. We're going to go racing with some Primos for our first round this second. Now this is a real world inspired track, so as ever, have a guess at what circuit you think this one might be. See how many of you can get it right by the end of the first race. Oh, apparently we're off. Oh, that's an unfortunate respawn. And someone jumped the start, and someone has been torpedoed off the track. Good work. And a lot of cars have spun around, and it's all gone a bit GTA, really. I think it is safe to say it's all gone a little bit GTA through that first section. Oh god, it's very busy around here. Now, this track is a bit dangerous. And there is a good reason why that is the case. There's a lot of elevation change here, which is really difficult to do on GTA in prop limits. So it's quite a dangerous circuit, this. We're going to have to watch out for that. Oh, yeah, that. I didn't know what way the car was spinning. It was, I took a gamble. It did not pay off, really. That's annoying, but there we go. What can we do on that one? We're 12th. It could be worse. Really, there's plenty of chance to move forward. Now, there are some decent straights, so catch up on slipstream will be, I'd say, fairly effective. Certainly the start-finish straight is a nice long start-finish straight, which could cause some interesting times, shall we say. Can I get a draft coming up this hill? Oh, yes. Can I lose a back end for no good reason? Also, yes. Stevie has gotten a C. That is the wrong car. We tried to murder Lado again. I think, oh, Stevie got a... Bumpy managed to lift up the back of Stevie's car and then deposit it around. So, apparently the Primos can do that too in a C. Good thing I am not driving in a C, that is for sure. The lap time, I mean, funnily enough, driving this is quite a long circuit really, and these are not exactly the fastest of cars, so funnily enough the lap time is relatively long around here. Final corner we go. We're going to have a bunch of cars come streaming past us on the run up towards the start-finish line now. Ooh, this is going to be an interesting one to try and get the... Where is that car there spinning? Wait until... That's one of those you kind of want to wait until the last second before you go and move out of the way, because you don't know where it's going to end up spinning. Like, I can move out of the way really early and then it just spins into your path, so it's you almost want to leave it as late as possible. It looks dumb, but on those kind of crashes when I have got the time, I'm still going to leave it as late as possible to make a judgment call to kind of try and figure out what way it is spinning. Thankfully, it was kind of clear of our path anyway. We sit in 8th, but we are in the lead group. It's a little bit spread out behind us. I'm sure that we'll probably bunch up towards the end of the race. As I said, you know, if bad things go on lap 1, it's not the end of the world. You do have a chance to recover. Curb boosting is risky on this circuit because, I mean, there's no runoff. You know, you can put your wheels across the curb, but that just puts you closer to falling off the track. And that'll lose you a whole heap of time, so it is a very big risk versus reward thing. Oh, there was a bump between a couple of cars. Oh, not sure who it is up there. Somebody got Ewan got incredibly lucky not to go exploring off the circuit there. I think it was, I don't know, one of them got into a right pickle through there. We're going to be on the outside. This is one of the few corners that does have a runoff area, which I'm very glad for on this lap, as we use all of it. That's not so helpful. Oh, I'll go back to curb. We're going to have to start going for the curb boosting here, because I have just lost touch with the lead group. Now, they're going to fight each other a lot. That will slow them down. That should bring me back into contention. Oh, and Longbow and Danger Man have got connected and spun around. Now, these are one of the things you'll see with the slightly slower cars. These are slightly slower cars, but they are quite oversteery things. So we've seen quite a lot of them spinning around and getting into trouble. Just realised I left my bloody aircon on. Sorry for the background noise. Had it on between races. Got to turn it off. It is unpleasantly warm in England. Oh dear. Someone did not realise, and Pegger and Ewan did not realise there was a car on the kind of outside of them and just a little bit too much movement across. We're not close enough. We're not close enough, but we will be in the draft. Here we go. We'll be in the draft. Oh, and hopefully take the lead away into turn 1, but I'm not going to go move across in front of that. I'm not going to cut across the whole pack there because that's just going to end in a crash. We'll be sensible. We're not going to hold the lead for the moment, but yeah, last thing I want is to fall off the track. Oh, Liam is gone. Liam just asked a little too much of the car. I mean, this would make racing more dangerous. I'll say that much. You'd stop track extending. It is very dangerous, but you know, you can't track extend here. You're either on the circuit or you're in the ocean. I'm going to not do anything dumb in that group of cars. I'm just going to bide my time. I mean, it worked at the end of the day. We got a couple of places. We're sat relatively well. Unfortunately, no slipstream is going to go on here. We're getting a little bit squeezed in the middle of all of that. Are we going to clear Chris's car? Oh, Longbow tried to find a gap. Brazen really well held on the inside. That's a... Oh, there's a lot of cars that have got very close to disastrous times and have just got away with it. This is all helping Blakey at the moment, who is running very clear. Chris almost drove themselves off the map there. That was an aggressive change of direction. Gliska spun it on a curb. That's an alarming thing, actually. These can let go that easily. You've got to watch out. There's nobody around to upset that car. Just hit the curb and off it went. Blakey is flashing the lights up ahead. I do not want to be on the outside through some of these corners. We're going to go early on the brakes. I wanted to duck across underneath, which could work, but Longbow was there. Kind of just filled the space that I wanted to use. It's perfectly fair enough, of course, but it couldn't quite try the manoeuvre I wanted to. Chris has got to the lead of the race. We're going to get a good run here. Got nowhere to go, so we're just going to push Chris's car forward in that one. Now, we can bump draft with these. It may come down to that with a run to the finish line, depending on... It's quite a wide start-finish straight. There is options here, so we may not see bump drafting as such. I didn't really want to go over this way, but we got to push, and my car was heading that way, so rather than fight it, we have done that. Blakey's got the best of the curb booster. Yeah, there could well be a bump draft to the line here. We got another time around. Oh, God, who knows what's going to happen here. Oh, Chris is through the middle, only just gets it stopped. Danger Man with a good sort of cutback on the exit. Blakey's on the outside of all of this. Everything's pinged together. Brazen's jumped to curb and got away with it. He's up to second. I think Longbow leads. We hit the inside curve there that kills all of the momentum. Liam's coming to join the party. This could be an absolutely manic run to the finish line, depending on how it goes. We're going to get a great run down here, which is what we want. Bobble the curb a little bit, we'll put ourselves up into third. Longbow is ahead. Brazen still leads the way. Oh, we get a boop from a car, I presume, with a big amount of slipstream, but Pegger's just understeered straight off. 10 out of 10. That is some primo understeer in all of that. There's a lot of understeer went on there. I mean, maybe we can be in the right place for a huge tow towards the finish line. That is the only... sort of plus point being back here. We really don't know. I mean, last time everyone was kind of bunched up together at the front and no one really had any big runs coming from further back. We might see that again. We might not. The cars further back might be the ones that decide who wins by who has the better bump drafting partner. That is an orange car in trouble on the outside. Big sideways moment for Blakey. Danger Man also with a little bit of trouble. These have been more oversteery and catching more people out than expected. God, this recreation is really cool, I have to say. It's a really cool track. It's been great fun to race on. It's a shame the problem it doesn't let you have it a little bit safer, but that is what it is when it comes to GTA 5. We are not going to be far enough back for this big run. We might be in a really annoying position here for it. Oh, had to have a lift. They got connected. They're off. Now, we've got a run, but we're going to have a run way too early, I think, on this. Can we get... I mean, the question is, can we get anybody to help with our... run to the line here. Oh, Gliska might get it. I think Gliska's just going to get it across the line. Ooh, it was helped by a thinning out of numbers, shall we say. There was a thinning out of numbers that went on in all of that, with a couple of corners to go as vehicles got connected and skidded off. Yeah, there was not so much that we could do, really, in all of that. Blakey ended up down in 5th for Team Orange. In Pegger got fastest lap, but did go for some exploring. That's never quite so helpful. That was a good race. The Primos put up a good race. They had quite a lot of oversteer moments and a few just sort of entertaining comedic understeer straight off the track moments. But yeah, there we go. That's I'll take a second. I'll definitely take a second. For our second race, we have a supercar we haven't driven for a while, the Bullet. I don't even know the last time this thing was raced. I do believe it might have some funky damage. We'll have to wait and see how things go with this one. There has already been a crash against the wall from somebody. Well done. We're going to just blast our way down towards the first corner. I think just... Oh, Revs did not quite get the corner right and has gone for a wander down the escape road. It's probably, you know, for the best, really, if things go that little bit wrong. Oh, that's a horrible. And that is the other way to stop track extending, shall we say. Oh, got big oversteer coming up that hill. Got a little bump as well. Not intentional from Angus, I think it was in that one, yeah. I was just chasing the back end of the car across the circuit and end up in front of. They're going to go to the lead of the race. These got much better brakes than the Primo. I'm really nervous about being on the outside, though. We saw Impega fall off there last race. Because, I mean, I can make the corner. I can deal with the corner of it. If somebody on the inside makes a mistake, like Gliska there is so brave, because if I make even the tiniest error, Gliska's the one that's going to come off worse. It's all very busy. I'm just going to park, apparently. Just out of trouble. I got nowhere to go, and I don't want to bump draft with supercars on the first lap when everyone's bunched up. That is asking for a massive disaster. Oh, the green car's gone. That was, I think, Revs, but I'm not sure. Everyone's getting the big oversteer moment there. Oh, but I just see a Gliska slide off the circuit. That corner's nasty. Fun, but a really nasty corner. I don't know where to break down here. Liam... Oh, trying to avoid the mayhem. That's what this lap has been, is just survive at the moment. Survive everyone else having a terrifying time. We have done a fairly good job of that. At the end of the day, that is the important bit. We have done a good job and stayed out of trouble mostly. We're going to get back onto the lead group, I have no doubt. Blakey has got the everyone going soaring past bit. We're in no man's land here, which is the worst place to be in this battle. All the group behind have got big slipstream amongst themselves. The group ahead are kind of sharing it amongst themselves, and I was just having to curb boost a little bit and try and sneak whatever we could. But we are now with the lead group, we get it. I mean, because we're running on our road. Oh, that's a huge two-wheel moment for a Blakey. Oh, just nicely held through there. Some oversteer moments from a bunch of cars. There we go. Get in the draft of the Danger Man. Didn't really get any draft at all. Catch up will do the work to draw us alongside. Everybody is arriving here. We're going to be, thankfully, not all the way on the outside through there. It's 3 wide on the exit. We're going to push from, I think, Impega. I'm not actually sure who's behind us at the moment. Okay, thankfully, the little bumps like that, that's fine. That's no problem. We can give some space as well through there. Now, let's just try and not get caught up in the mayhem. Yeah, that corner there is really deceptively nasty. You can kind of just understeer wide so easily if you aren't careful. Oh, there's a gap there. An attempted murder was made on Chris. It was really well held for the grey car. I tried to go around the outside. I don't think Chris realised I was there and just moved across. The gap I had to aim for was just wide enough for a bullet, but it was really only just wide enough. And I got a little bit scared of trying to put my car all the way to the outside, worried that Chris was going to understeer into us. And yeah, little contact was made, but everyone got away with it. That's the bit that matters, really. Everybody got away with that, so it is fine. We can go to the outside there. I'm just going to have a lift, because not really got anywhere to go with this at the moment. We've got cars on the inside and cars on the outside. Liam is to the lead of the race. Chris is going to go for that drive. Oh, dear God. Now he's having all sorts of wobbles. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we straightened Impega's car up. That's fine. And on to the brakes we go. I don't want to get fired across the stop sticks on that alternate route. Gliska's come to join the party. I mean, we've gone from first... Ooh, big two moment for everybody. We've gone from that sort of top 3 battle across the finish line to 8th by the exit of turn 1. Just got held up in everyone's battle. There's a little gap there. That was so close to being a disaster, but we judged it spot on. We get a huge pull all the way down here, but Blakey did not realise there's going to be a Team Orange car to the inside. Just holds it. I guess a big shot from behind. Gliska has propelled Team Orange to the lead of the race. No, there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go, and I know there's going to be somebody having a look up the inside because it's such a busy group of cars here. That's fine. Oh, we get turned sideways. We're fighting the car no end to get it back, but we are pointing the right way again. This has been, so far, an amazing... I mean, the thing is, okay, yes, that looks very funny to see. Alright, it looks like someone's just not turned, but it is really easy to get those sort of corners wrong. It's really easy to carry too much speed, and what happened to Longbow? I think there might have been some desync there. It looked like Longbow had kind of dealt with that, and then just suddenly the car was spun. Maybe it clipped the inside curb or something. Anyway, yeah, I digress. The with what Danger Man did there, you sort of commit to these very fast corners, expecting it to be flat out. And the problem is, that corner is normally flat out, but if you're on a slightly funny line, you've committed, and suddenly you're carrying a lot of speed and you've got it wrong. And it looks like you're just not turning, but you've just not got the grip anymore. Chris, with the bump draft that failed miserably for Gliska, that's, yeah, these do seem to bump draft quite well, but not always. No, not always. Sometimes it just leads that tiniest tap. Yeah, you don't really want to be relying on a bump draft. The Primos were safer to do the bump drafting with. Straighten that car up. There you go. Sorry, Liam. I think it's Liam anyway. Yeah, it was. I love being able to do that. No, I don't think there's any other game where, other than GTA, where you could spin someone out, and if you time it right, depending on how you positioned it, you can then just boot them back to facing the right way and no harm done. I wouldn't do it on any other game, but I know I can get away with it sometimes. I saw that. I don't know who it was. You're lucky the nameplate wasn't there long enough for me to register, but I saw somebody fall off. Somebody went for a little bit of an escaping of the circuit. This is really busy. I didn't need a push there, Stevie. Oh, the pink car ran out of road on the outside there. And when you're... That's why I'm not going to go on the outside of a 3-wide around this track. If it's for the victory, sure, because the victory's on a start-finish straight, but through here, no thank you. I'm just going to lift and fall back into line. There is no way the outside is a good place, because you've got to rely on... I mean, if you're 3-wide, you've got to rely on basically 2 cars not to make a single mistake. And it's not even making a mistake, you've got to rely on 2 cars having judged it perfectly how much speed they can take through a corner. And, well, yeah, that's a big gamble. So... That's why you will see me probably backing out of most of those, unless it's like the way the corner's set up that it looks like it's safe to do so. It's all that risk versus reward, because you fall off the track now, you're done for. You're not going to have time to recover. You fall off on lap 1, there's a hope. You know, you have a good run, you stay out of trouble, you can probably do it. You fall off on lap 4 out of 5, you're never going to be recovering that, not at a circuit this quick. I mean, no, we're not going to be able to take victory here if that was the run to the line. I would have been more aggressive with the curb boosting, but I don't think it would have mattered. I think Stevie had such a big run anyway. Now, I will go to the outside of a 3-wide into turn 1 because there's an actual runoff area there, and we do get a nice line through all of that. We come out with the lead, of course. It's not going to last. We know this. That's okay, but we just need to stay in this group. I mean, we stay in this group. You want to stay as far up in this group as you can. If, you know, you're only trading places with one car. That looks like a Ewan are in trouble. Chris and Brazen got connected down there. Now we're going to get slaughtered down this straight, unfortunately. Not much I can do about it here. There goes the pack. Chris has missed the braking point and is off the circuit. Oh! Chris is off. The grey car is done for there. That is a goner of a vehicle. We're behind Danger Man. I've got nowhere to go with it. Oh, Stevie got it wrong. Too tight a line through there. And clips the back of Danger Man's car, and that is a red machine out of it. I believe Stevie will be waiting as well somewhere, so it might come down to a 4-car battle. Me, Brazen, Ewan, and Longbow. We've got a huge run there. Can we make this stick? Oh, Ewan gets the back of us. Liam's come back past. There's Gliska and Blakey coming to rejoin. Ooh, no, we're going to be too far back, I think. It'll either be perfect place for a huge slipstream pull if no one can get organised well enough up front, or just too far back, and I think it's going to be too far back. Yeah, Ewan just missed the brakes. It's so easy to do around here when you've got big slipstream going on, and just couldn't slow it down at the right time. Not much can be done, sadly, with that one. We are to the inside of Blakey here, but it's not really going to help us because we're not going to be able to get any slipstream here. The leaders are all across. No, it's not going to work for us. We might... No, we're never going to draft off Blakey here. It looks like Brazen has taken victory from Longbow and Liam in third. that was a good race. It was a really, really good race, actually. It was a lot of fun. The bullets were really good for the racing in that one. They were good for the contact most of the time. They could still sometimes just randomly have issues. But, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed that combination of car and track. Longbow takes victory from Brazen in second. Liam is third. Then we have Gliska, Blakey, and me. We're a little bit unlucky. With you and Chast not quite getting the car stopped in one of those difficult braking zones. It is the way it goes, though. But yeah, I'll take a sec. That is a really rather good fun circuit. So there we go. That it's Longbow. Sorry, no. I think that's screwing up possibly who. I don't know who won. Somebody won. No, it's Longbow that won. I swear it said Brazen earlier. Never mind, I misread it. Possibly. Who knows? Well done, Longbow. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much to Scotty for building this wonderful, wonderful circuit. And thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, a goodbye.